Hello my friends and welcome back to The Witcher 3 Hearts of Stone DLC. In yesterday's video, a lot of things happened, like a whole lot. I fought a frog, I fought a mage, did poorly with both, I think. And then we met, I think it's Gaunter Odim or something. Apparently I've met him before. I need to go back to my earlier videos in the base game series and try to see if I can find him, because I vaguely remember him, but not enough to be like, oh yeah, I remember you. But anyway, so he helped us escape and now we need to help him, and he has a grudge against the guy who gave us the initial contract, and it's very complicated. And I have a theory. My working theory is that he's a weird sort of genie because he keeps talking about 3 wishes and things like that. So I kind of wonder. I wonder what's going on. So anyway, we left off mid-conversation, of course, because I was going long, and I can either say no, not about to help him, or say all right, so be it, I'll help. And I'm leaning towards helping him just to kind of see how it all plays out. I'm sure I can betray him again, but he's marked me, so I feel like I have to help him because I feel like that's what has to happen to do the DLC. But anyway, so let's go with number 1 and see what happens.
Fine, I'll go see Olgierd with you, but no promises.
That is all I ask.
Now remove the damn mark.
Naturally. Just as soon as you complete your task.
Of course.
Go. You will not regret it. We shall meet there. I've a matter to attend to along the way.
Another debt to collect?
Perhaps.
Or, I know, another working theory, we met at the crossroads. He's a crossroads demon, you know, like from Supernatural, where you make a deal for your soul or something. Maybe that's what it is. Ooh, I betcha. That makes so much more sense, because you had to meet him at midnight. I didn't have to bury anything, but still, that could be a thing. So I need to go back to where I was originally, the Garen Estate. So go see Olgierd. I think it's Olgierd. I'm gonna just say it wrong a million times. There was a fast travel point over here, I think. Although, I don't know. I was gonna say, although I don't picture crossroad demons giving you 3 wishes, but maybe. Or maybe the deal was to have 3 wishes or something. I don't know. I've got so many conspiracy theories going on. And I should probably level up, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, and I love how I ended mid conversation yesterday because I was afraid there was a cutscene, and there wasn't. So that always happens.
I'm stuffed to the rafters.
Personally, I
Fear I'll
like
slide off my saddle.
bollocks.
You can. Oh my goodness!
Blimey.
What?
Those are some razors you've got.
What just happened?
Hey, Witcher! How about joining our band?
I think I'll pass. What the hell happened?
Well, look who's here. The Witcher with a stick up his ass. What's new? Got a growth on your platter there. You catch some kind of a fiery pox?
Could say so. Manners burning, you noticed?
That? All right. You know how it is. Feast drags on with plenty of dancing, merrymaking, rough play. We got a bit carried away, truth be told.
Plain to see. Where's Olgierd?
Damned if I know. Must be somewhere hereabouts.
No! Please! I beg you!
Shut your trap!
Let me go! Leave me be!
Shut it!
I ate with yous! Drank with yous! Fought beside yous! And you'd kill me now? I'm one of yous!
You might have been, but not no more you ain't.
What the hell?
What's he guilty of?
What the fuck's it to you? Not your concern, mate.
Calm down and let's talk this out.
Whoa, nerves a little raw? Why?
You deaf! Get the fuck out of here, freak!
All I want is to know what exactly's going on here.
Well, you're not gonna know. Sod off.
I'll leave soon as you tell me.
Aren't you a thorny prick up the arse? Ataman said to kill him!
Got your answer. Happy? Now piss off. We've work to do.
Let him go or face my wrath. Do what you will, not my concern. No need to be so edgy. Let's talk about this. Yeah, let's see if we can get more information.
Wait. I know Olgierd wants him dead. Still don't know why, though.
Just what the fuck is it to you, anyhow?
Nothing really. Just curious.
Cocksucker violated our chivalric code. Just one penalty for that. Death.
What is this row? Are you not done with him? My ears wither from the screams. Ah, Geralt. As you've returned, might I assume you've cleared the sewers? Or have you not been there?
You killed my father!
What?
Not I.
You lie! Whoreson!
That man killed him. Alone. Unbeknownst to me. Out of fury, for your father refused us hospitality. For this willful violation of the chivalric code, he was summarily executed himself. Anything else I might do for you? Take her away.
What?
Now, where were we?
What?
Really necessary, that whole show?
Ugh. Show? Come now. A man must display some madness from time to time. Helps him feel alive. Dare say you know what I mean. Judging by the mark on your face.
So you're immortal?
You're immortal?
Depends on your understanding of the term. Indeed, I cannot be killed. But it's not at all what folk imagine. Not dying does not mean eternally living your life to the full.
So it's a curse?
A curse? No, wouldn't call it that. I'll put it this way. You must be careful what you wish for, lest your wish be granted. For there are consequences.
Not sure I follow.
You know very little can hurt you. So you take wild risks. Chase extreme sensations. There comes a point you've done it all, and all seemed boring and monotonous. The trick's to plough through that moment. Go further. Reach beyond what's known as possible.
Uh-huh. So you recognize my mark?
Know what this is?
I cannot be certain, but I've my suspicions. That's a dangerous man you've chosen to deal with, Witcher.
I don't think, in all honesty, I had that much of a choice. But I'm here for my reward.
Killed the beast in the sewers.
Congratulations are in order then. Your reward. You're also welcome to take what you wish from the manor house. If anything's left uncharred, that is. Was it a tough fight?
I sliced its gut open, and it turned into a man. You know that would happen?
Of course he did. He'd never have dragged you into this elsewise.
Gaunter or dim. Come to cast aspersions?
No. I've come to collect a debt.
You know you first must...
Grant you 3 requests, by proxy. I present to you my champion, Geralt of Rivia.
Well, I haven't agreed to it yet, technically. And is it true that you knew the Toad was a prince? That's what I want to know.
That true? You know the Toad was a cursed prince?
He didn't just know. He brought about the curse himself. Did he not mention that bit? Well then, allow me to tell it. Quite the gripping story. Olgierd once loved a beautiful maiden named Iris. Yet, her parents chose to offer her hand to the Crown Prince of Ophir. Olgierd grew to hate the poor sot. At first, he wished to kill him, then decided this would be too simple. So, instead, he condemned the prince to a base life in a toad's bloated corpus. Yet he grew bored of watching him suffer, and decided to end it. By your hand.
Remind me, O Dim. Who was to fulfill my last 3 requests?
My assistant, Geralt.
Then be gone. I don't wish to look at your face any longer than I must. Come.
Where to?
The stables. My men are preparing to depart.
So you turned the prince into a toad.
What he said about the prince, that true? You turn him into a toad?
Perhaps. Or perhaps the Ephiri Dauphin ate something that disagreed with him. You never know with their cuisine.
Never heard of food that turns men into monsters.
Then perhaps it was something he drank. I cast the curse. Revenge for a deep disappointment. I was another man then. Let rage get the better of me and hollered the words without ever thinking they could possibly come true.
So you knowingly put me in danger. I mean, it was a Witcher contract, so kind of. I mean, like, but you also knew it would be dangerous.
Could have told me the truth about the toad, having a bit of fun at my expense.
I simply wanted the beast dead. I could not know you would respond to the notice. Pure coincidence. Yeah, I must admit, when you, a Witcher, answered the call, I thought it right. It's what you lot are trained to do.
Might have been able to lift the curse.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Then again, why bother?
He was a human being.
That bloody Ephiri mutt was no human. His kind does not deserve to live.
His kind? I mean... So it seems like a private spat to me. I'd rather not get involved. I'm assuming he means between him and the other guy. I forget his name again. Ugh, there's too many new names. I haven't remembered them yet.
This thing between you and Master Mirror.
There you go.
Your quarrel. Really rather not get involved.
You already are, I fear. He did something for you. Now you've a debt to repay. Am I right?
Yes.
Well, then you'll not free yourself of him till you've paid it back. But never worry. I shall devise tasks so impossible you will never complete them. Not if you go mad trying. But try your best, and your debt shall be absolved, while I shall live in peace until Master Mirror finds another aide-de-camp.
Awesome. So Geralt's screwed, basically. So your 3 requests, what are they?
Guess I gotta pop the question directly. What do I need to do for you?
Let me think. We're currently without a roof over our heads. Perhaps we should start with that. Bring me the house of Maximilian Bossodi.
His house?
So surprised. But why? I must live somewhere, mustn't I? What's the meaning of this? Second leave of your senses? You mean to mount a filthy horse? Out of my sight, wretch! Know what Vlodmir would do to you if he saw?
Aye.
Vlodmir.
My brother. There were times he himself stank like foot wrappings 3 days old, but his mount always looked fit for a parade. Oh, none rival Vlodmir at feasting, carousing. Sadly, he's been celebrating less of late. You must find him, and show him the time of his life. My second request.
Fine, seems easy enough. And the third?
Complete those 2, then we shall speak of the third.
Any helpful hints?
Any hints? Where I should go, how I might start?
You must be mad. I've no intention to make things easier for you.
Of course not. Well, where am I going to find you when I get these done?
Once I'm done with those 2, where will I find you?
I cannot know, as my band has planned some diversions. But let us say at the Alchemy Inn, in Oxenfurt.
Fine. See you there. The brothers brother shouldn't be too hard. But the house? How am I supposed to bring him a house?
Actually, the opposite. I wouldn't worry about the house. The brother will be the tough bit.
I'm guessing the brother's dead. That's what I'm going to go with. Because if he's immortal, how long has he been alive? Right? So nice of you to wait for me.
You waited for me. Nice of you.
I could hardly abandon my proxy to the whims of fate.
Thought I have to fulfill Olgierd's wishes myself.
So states the contract. Yet, nowhere does it forbid me from providing help. And something tells me you'll need quite a bit to complete the first 2 tasks.
Well, if the brother's harder, where is he? I'm going to go with dead.
Olgierd's brother. Why do you think he'll be tough?
I'm afraid he's dead.
See?
Has been for years.
Never agreed to necromancy.
Necromancy is hardly your only option for reviving a soul. An old-fashioned ritual, a blood summoning. That's what you need.
That's like choosing between pestilence and the plague. Besides, I'd need the blood of the summoned.
Blood. True. Of the summoned, not necessarily. Here.
Where do you get this?
Geralt, aren't you the curious one? Assume it to be von Everec blood and get on with it.
Where'll I find this Vlodmir?
Geralt, I cannot do everything for you. Use your head. The von Everecs are well known in these parts. You must have met someone who's heard of the family. The charming redhead, for instance. The medic. You know the one.
Demon. Totally going with demon on this. Like, if there was, like, demons in this universe. But yeah, I was right. Totally dead. And blood summoning, is that all I gotta do? It sounds awful. So how is bringing him a house any easier?
Borsodi's house. No idea how I'm supposed to bring him that.
The only Borsodi I know of around here runs an auction house in Oxenfurt.
Heard of it. My swords almost got auctioned off there once. Auction was held in Novigrad, though it was a while past.
They must have relocated. You just might get an opportunity to ask them why.
Fine, I'll go there. Then what?
How should I know? Perhaps you'll get inspired once you're there. Oh, and take plenty of coin. I have a feeling it could come in handy.
Oh. Okay, well then I guess let's do this. I don't want to go right away. I want to do something else, but I guess let's do this.
Guess it's high time I got to work.
A bit more enthusiasm, Witcher. You know, you just might enjoy yourself.
I doubt it.
Yay. Can't wait. Say I need help. Where'll I find you?
I shall find you. Good luck, Geralt.
This DLC's gotten real good. It's gotten real good, real fast. Gaunter Dim Master Mirror. Can't remember his name. Olgierd von Everec character update. Vlodmir von Everec. Anything else? Evil saw first touches. Well, let's look at that quest first. If I can find it. There we go. That wasn't so hard. Okay, so as you might have guessed, what looked like a run-of-the-mill monster hunt, the kind Geralt had already completed countless times, turned out to be but the very tip of a very large iceberg. The first icy underwater hunk exposed itself when Geralt quite unexpectedly encountered our old friend Shawnee, an Oxenfurt medic, in the sewers during his hunt for the toad monster. He promised to visit her as soon as he took care of his task and kept his promise, but not before going on quite the detour. We did go on quite a detour. We were arrested. It was a shipwreck and an awful mage fight. Anyway, when Olgierd mentioned rumors floating around that the sewer monster was an enchanted prince, the thought never occurred to Geralt to grant them any credence. Did he say that in our conversation with him? I don't remember. When he finally found and slew the beast, he learned the error of this disbelief. Once slaughtered, the toad revealed itself to be, as rumored, a prince. Geralt was dumbstruck, partly by this surprise twist, I'm sure, but mostly by the poisonous gases that had escaped the toad's body and still filled the air. He was thus in no state to resist the the unit of heavy armed men led by a mage which suddenly appeared and captured him. When he next awoke, he was on a ship imprisoned with a strange man who informed him they were bound for Ophir. There, Geralt was to be executed for the crime of killing the Ophiri crown prince. Geralt was racking his brain for a way to jump out of this pot of trouble when suddenly out of the shadows came Gaunter O'Dim, a merchant Geralt had met earlier on his path with an offer for help. I need to, if I remember tonight, go back to my earlier videos in White Orchard and see if I talk to him. Like I keep saying, like, he seems familiar, but I can't place it. So anyway, the merchant charged a high price for his assistance. He left his mark on Geralt's face and forced him to make an open-ended promise of repayment. And then a terrible storm broke out, flinging the ship against the rocks. Geralt made it out of the resulting chaos unscathed and went to meet O'Dim. The merchant asked him to carry out 3 wishes for the man who'd sent him after the toad, Olgierd von Everec. Willing or not, Geralt agreed, and the two set off together to the Garin estate. Not together, really, but it's fine. Once there, they discovered the manor was on fire. The Witcher decided to see what was afoot. Near the burning manor, 2 more of Olgierd's men were setting up for the execution of a third. When Geralt asked what the poor fellow was accused of, Olgierd emerged from the manor. They had barely begun to discuss the matter when a bereaved young woman thrust a sword into his back, blaming him for the death of his father. This grave, deadly, it would seem, wound did not bother Olgierd one bit. With the blade still stuck in his guts, he began to calmly explain to the young woman that he was not responsible for her daddy's death. It then became crystal clear Geralt was dealing with no mere mortal. No, he's not. Soon thereafter, Master Mir appeared and introduced Geralt to Olgierd, explaining the Witcher would, as his assistant, carry out Olgierd's 3 wishes. This turn of events did not please Olgierd one bit, but he clearly had no choice but to agree and tell Geralt his wishes. For his first, he demanded Geralt bring him the house of Maximilian Borsodi. Is this like the auction house or an actual house? I feel like it's an actual house, but okay. And for the second, he asked Geralt to show his brother Vlodmir von Everec the time of his life. Geralt then turned his attention to these labors. So I have open sesame, go to the Borsodi auction house in Oxenfurt and ask for the owner, and then Dead Man's Party, where I need to go talk to Shawnee about the von Everec family crypt. And both of these are Hearts of Stone as well. Where was Enchanting startup costs at? Let's look at that, because I picked that one up ages ago as well. But first, let's look at our character updates. So we had Vlodmir von Everec, and then his brother, and then Odin. I keep forgetting his name for some reason. So Geralt was tasked with finding Vlodmir von Everec and showing him the time of his life. This would have been one of the Witcher's least remarkable missions, had not Vlodmir been dead for years at this point. The mysterious Master Mirror did not think this much of an obstacle, however. He handed Geralt a vial of von Everec blood and told him of an incantation which would summon Vlodmir from the grave. Geralt thus journeyed to the von Everec family crypt. Yes, I kind of figured that's like, you just need to find where he's buried, and sought out the younger von Everec's place of burial. And I'm guessing Shawnee knows where it's at. So let me see if I can remember the names of everybody else. Gaunter. Why is it so hard for me to remember his name? So Master Mirror appeared once again, suddenly and out of nowhere as usual, after Olgierd's proclaimed his first 2 wishes. Gaunter Dim explained he and their mutual acquaintance Olgierd von Everec had entered into a strange pact. Their deal stipulated O'Dim would have to grant von Everec 3 wishes, yet he could not do so on his own, having to call instead upon the services of a proxy. And who better to provide such assistance than a Witcher, since O'Dim made agreeing to be this proxy a condition for receiving help off the Ophiri ship. Geralt had little choice but to agree. So Mirror told Geralt of a way to show Olgierd's brother the time of his life, even though this life had in fact ended years earlier. He equipped Geralt with the von Everec blood and the knowledge of how to summon Vlodmir's ghost. Just how O'Dim had managed to collect a vial of von Everec blood was never made clear. But then again, burning question marks hung over everything this strange figure did, right? And then Olgierd. Okay. So Geralt later returned to the estate where he had first met Olgierd and his band and found the place in flames. He soon learned the property did not in fact belong to Olgierd, but had merely been commandeered by the Ataman and his men, who then went a touch overboard in their carousing. Olgierd did not begrudge them their pyrotechnic over exuberance, but the murder of the manor's lord he considered one cruelty too far and ordered the wrongdoer beheaded. Okay, so I kind of thought that's what was happening, but it's nice that they spelled it out for me, being slow as I am sometimes. So anyway, Geralt entered the stage in the middle of his execution. In the tumult that followed, he made a most startling discovery. Olgierd von Everec was immortal. And immortality was but the start of the surprising revelations about Olgierd. Master Mir revealed that the two had signed a contract in exchange for regaining his lost status and wealth. Olgierd had promised Mir something very personal. What exactly, Geralt did not know yet. The contract had a strange clause. Before it could be considered complete and Master Mir could collect its due, he had to fulfill 3 of Olgierd's wishes. He could not do this personally, however, but needed instead to make use of a proxy, his choice for the role, Geralt, who in this way was drawn into a personal settlement between a powerful immortal nobleman and the mysterious Gaunter O'Dim. Upon hearing Geralt would be the one to carry out his request, Olgierd wasted no time and issued him his first challenges, to bring in the house of Maximilian Bersodi and to show his brother Vlodmir the time of his life. Where is Enchanting startup costs? Okay, it's down the road where we haven't been yet. I think I may go exploring over here. I mean, we've got this area here to explore, this one down here, but let's go over to this village where there's a quest that I need to eventually get to. I'm not sure what this was. I'm not sure when I picked this up. Visit the Rune-Wright and learn more about his craft. You can tell an experienced witcher by the way he examines a notice board. To the novice eye, these weathered planks contain nothing but clumsily scrawled messages touching on matters thoroughly mundane, trifling announcements, offers of sailor purchases, lewd rhymes, etc., ad nauseum. A witcher with years under his belt, however, will search the dross carefully, knowing that it often hides a jewel, a witcher contract, for example, or, as in this case, information about a mysterious rune-wright from a far-off land. I remember vaguely getting this from a witcher contract board, but I'm going the right way, right? Am I? I am. All right, well, let's hop on Roach. Make our way over to this village. Really? Roach, are we on vacation or something? I mean, it's fine. It's not fine, really. You come now? There we go. There you are. Hello, Roach. Okay, so let's see. We need to get to this road down here.
Run, Roach.
And then we need to hang a left. Wow, I cannot drive. So exciting. New stuff to explore and new quests to pick up and things to do out of order. Let's see. I feel like I'm not going to the village. I am going to the village. Well, let's try to go this way because there's a notice board which might have more quests to pick up. More people to talk to, you know, all kinds of things. Runwich. Wasn't that brought up in something I read? Is the village all closed off? Thief, robber, be you warned, there's a rascal wandering about, claims he's a war hero who lost a kidney and begs for alms. No more than 2 days passed, I sheltered him in my home in good faith. Next day I found he'd eaten my larder bare and had sniffed out where I kept the wine and drank every last drop. Had half a barrel left, no clue how he fit it in his scrawny belly. Plus my daughter claims he fondled her during the night and with both hands too. Okay. This lying scoundrel said his name was Odrin, but who the devil knows what he's truly called. Warning, vagrants! If you plan on traversing dead white wood, the one near the ruins of Arnskron Castle, forget about it. Best to add on half a league and go around. It's for your own good, for nor you nor no men else'll meet anything good in that place. I feel like I read that wrong. Prayer services in Brunwick. All souls who yearn to banish foul forces from their midst come gather around the upper mill. Ernest Gricko, a wandering man of spiritual powers, will exorcise the ghost of the alderman's wife, who harries our lands and has clearly claimed our chapel as her own. If you do come to pray with Reverend Gricko, remember to bring your own candles. Quick Willie for mighty thirsts. Best meet around. Any man who considers himself a fine judge of fine drinks, come see Bill, better known as Quick Willie. This summer's been a warm one and the meadows are all abloom, so we've a bumper crop of honey. Whether it's double mead you crave or you've a yearning for triple, Quick Willie's got you covered. So that's the ad for the local bar, maybe? Gomes and Bros Carpentry Services. Speedy and solid workmanship, furnishings in the Novigrad style, dining tables, canopy beds, alcove accessories, and larder ware. All for prices that can't be beat. Our customers hail from Oxenfurt itself. Want to dine like a duchess? Go see the brothers Gomes. Contract, apprentice gone missing. Good folk, my apprentice Folkert has disappeared without a trace. I'm terribly worried about him, so whoever finds him and brings him back shall receive a sizable sum of Novigrad crowns. If you're interested, come to my hut on the outskirts of Oxenfurt. If you lose the way, ask passing peasants where the local herbalist has his practice, and they'll guide you. Otto Bamber, herbalist. I feel like I've been there. Do I have a new... I don't have a new contract. Perhaps I've already done it. Ooh, question marks to go and look at. That'll help. Oh, wow. I missed a whole lot down there. And a whole bunch over here. Ooh, very exciting. Very exciting stuff. Well, maybe we should go to these 2 question marks on the way to this quest. And then we can come back around. Perhaps. But let's see. I like the... Oh, without a trace. There we go. Which is that one? Talk to the herbalist. It's not going to be listed as a Witcher contract. Okay. Rose on Red Field. Investigate Bowden for clues about... Oh, the murder one. Yeah. The murder one. Hello, madam.
Don't interrupt.
Well, you're walking. Ow. Sorry. Sorry. Just want to see if there's anyone to... Wow, that's a fancy house. Maybe it's not a fancy house, it's just a barn? Why is it so dark? I mean, I have to get out my... I don't need my torch out, it's fine. Well, I guess it's 4 in the morning. You guys are all still awake. That's a rather large barn. Only a couple people get to live behind the walls? The mill, I'm assuming, right here? Not that I can go in and look. They've got all these pretty flowers. All right, let's see. Where am I in relation to where I need to go? It's raining again. Let's see. What might be over yonder, I wonder? Guessing wolves over there. What? Oh, bandits maybe? Let's save, just in case.
Show me what you got.
A fallen knight. Ooh. Ooh.
Get him from the left.
No, don't get me from the left.
Watch out!
I'm... Alright, I'm trying, Geralt, to hit. There we go. Has anybody died yet? I don't think anyone's died yet. Oh wait, let's get the guy with the bow. The crossbow. That's always dangerous.
Grey wolves crawled here to die! Watch out!
Yeah, I almost fell off the edge, didn't I?
Get him from the left!
You get yourself from the left. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's fine. Got him. Yeah? Maybe? What was that sword? Oh, it would be down here. Order of the Flaming Rose. Wow. Here, and then one more loot. Peter's log. Oh. That makes 3 days we've been stationed here in Dead White Wood. 'Tis a gravely important mission. That's what the commander told us. We only send the best of the best to Dead White Wood. Those were his words. I'm damn proud. Strange enough, there ain't many trees around and not a corpse to be seen. Maybe the master's information was out of date and the peasants have felled the whole wood. Thomas says it's because we went the wrong way, but he can't read nor write, so I'm not about to trust him. I'm going out to scout about a bit myself after dinner today. I want to draw up a map of these lands because the commander didn't give us one. When I get back to the main headquarters, I'll write up everything all nice and proper. Peter Nayhair. And this is the contract. Diagram ordered the Flaming Rose armor. Tvarog Runestone. Okay. Oh, and there's more. You never know when this stuff might come in handy. Alcohol is always good. Alright, let's see if I can get to one more question mark maybe. It is right where I need to go. So let's head... We can follow this creek down here a little bit, or this washway. I forget what it's called. Okay. I'm trying to remember where Brunwick was brought up. I feel like it was in some letter that I picked up in the sewers, maybe? Ooh, hidden treasure. We do like some hidden treasure. It sounds like I'm going to need a whole bunch of money when I go to the auction house. And we're at a abandoned chapel. Pastoral Diary of Father Glayfried. Journal is covered in blood, heavily damaged. Only last page can be made out. My wanderings for the fire's glory next took me to preach to Brunwick. The village curled round the lake, and lo and behold, what did the most holy flames illuminate for me there? A hive of hardened heathens, too lost in sin to lift a cursed finger to care for the hearth of the eternal fire. Filled with divine wrath, I asked them, why is your chapel in such a sorry state? Why is your cemetery all covered in weeds? Their response, ghosts, curses fallen upon hallowed ground. They blame it on the alderman's wife, say she went mad from riches and illegible fragment, and ever since that tragedy, chapel's lain in ruins, with no one daring to go near. So the task falls on me to guide these foolish, lost sheep back on the righteous path and away from the rubbish they believe. I intend to enter the chapel alone, armed with the torch of the eternal fire to light my path and see just what lurks within. The cursed
storm,
chapel.
damn it.
Unfortunate accidents happen to even the most God-fearing of men. This realization came to Geralt when he happened across the corpse of a priest. On the body, he found a journal, and after a moment of silence for the deceased memories, he tucked the document into his satchel. From the notes, he learned locals were having a bit of trouble in the form of a haunted cemetery. I was going to say ceremony. Led by a sense of duty, Geralt decided to see what was disturbing the dead's peace and endangering the living's lives. Do you think that the brother might be buried around here somewhere?
Come on.
Oh. Wraiths. Lots of you. Ah! Why? Why does this always happen to me? Ugh. I'm having serious problems for some reason. Today. I know if I push my buttons properly too. One day I'll get better at this game. No, I won't. No, I won't. That's okay. I don't dodge well. I don't block well. Can I get into here first, though? And what happens if I light all the candles, I wonder? Is it like a summoning? Nothing happened. But can I go inside the house? Not the house, the chapel. The Oxenford Curia of the Church of Eternal Fire hereby grants a dispensation from the duty of conducting worship in the Chapel of the Eternal Fire to the residents of the following villages: Brunwick, Erd, and Hedel. For reasons as yet unexplained, foul powers have overtaken these villages' holy site, befouling the church's majesty and tainting its sacred ground. Until professional exorcists can be summoned, the above-listed settlements are advised against visiting their cemetery and the adjacent chapel. Father Willhelmius A., Office of Oxenford Curia. Can't go in there. Is this a key to unlock it? No. Because I did get a key off the guy. No. Butter. Okay, can I eat the butter? Is that what it's good for? Well, I think this is actually where I'm going to pause things for today. Tomorrow, we will continue to explore the graveyard and search the crypt's underground passages and no doubt fight more wraiths and go from there. So as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again tomorrow with another new Witcher 3 video.
solace sweet.